Imagine this. A person with a terminal illness whose body is failing but their mind is sharp. Now imagine if they could receive a brand new body through a head transplant. Science fiction? Maybe not for long. Some surgeons believe this radical procedure could soon become a reality. But is this medical miracle truly possible, or are we pushing the limits of science too far? The idea of transplanting a human head has existed for over a century. In the 1970s, a surgeon successfully transplanted the head of a monkey onto another monkey's body. The animal survived for 8 days, but remained completely paralyzed below the neck. Since then, technology has advanced. Some scientists claim we're getting closer to making head transplantation work. But is the world ready? And more importantly, would it even be ethical? In 2017, Dr. Xiaoping Ren and his team in China conducted a head transplant on human cadavers to test surgical techniques and nerve reconnection strategies. The procedure involved attaching one cadaver's head to another's body and successfully reconnecting the spinal cord, blood vessels, and muscles. However, because the bodies were not alive, the long-term viability of the procedure remains unknown. This experiment did not involve reanimation, meaning the brain was never revived and no function was restored. Despite this, Dr. Ren and his collaborator, Dr. Sergio Canavero, claimed this was a major step toward performing the surgery on a living human in the future. So how would a head transplant actually work? First, there would need to be two people involved, a recipient, someone with a functioning brain but a failing body, and a donor, someone who is brain dead but has a healthy body. Both would be cooled to slow cell damage. The head of the recipient would be surgically detached and placed onto the donor's body. Special chemicals would be used to fuse the spinal cord, and all the major nerves, blood vessels, and muscles would be reconnected. Finally, the patient would be placed in a medically induced coma for weeks, allowing time for healing and nerve regeneration. In theory, electrical stimulation could help retrain the brain to control the new body. But let's pause for a moment. Because there are major obstacles, some that may never be solved. The spinal cord fusion science has never successfully reattached a severed human spinal cord. Immune rejection? Even with today's transplants, the body often attacks foreign organs. A head transplant? The risk could be catastrophic. Psychological impact. What happens to a person's sense of self, their memories, their emotions? Would they feel like the same person, or someone entirely new? And then, there's the biggest question of all. Should we even attempt this? Some argue that head transplants could save lives, giving those with diseases like ALS or muscular dystrophy a second chance. But others say this crosses an ethical line. Are we playing with nature? Could this technology be misused in the future? And here's something else to consider. If head transplants became possible, would they only be available to the wealthiest people? Would this create an entirely new kind of inequality? One thing is certain. We are living in a time of astonishing medical breakthroughs. From bionic limbs to lab-grown organs, artificial wombs, science is pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But is a head transplant too extreme? Or could this be the future of medicine? What do you think? Should science pursue this technology, or are we stepping into dangerous territory? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this discussion thought-provoking, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more science-backed health insights. This is Disease Fix, your trusted source for science, medicine, and the future of health. Until next time, stay informed, stay healthy.